Hello and welcome to Gwent and to my brand new Weather Monster deck called Reddit Tears. It was not me who chose the name, it was voted on by the chat. And I couldn't do anything about it. My hands were tied. Now, I made certain changes compared to the Frost Fog because, believe it or not, the meta shifted slightly. Weather counter decks somewhat emerged, and most of all, like we have like the dwarfs with the 8 we have the swarm monsters, we have many other type of monsters doing weather business, also consume as well. Consume is very easy to shut down. And of course we have red of it, we have the many unit photos, like the big like 37 card photos as well. And that's basically it. We have some Skellige too, but those are usually pretty weak. Now the point is, most decks try to not play on many rows, so if you have too much weather, you might just end up putting it on empty rows. But most of all, I wanted to improve the matchup against the red of it, that actually plays the Redenian Knights, who gets stronger in the weather. And the way you improve that matchup is that you actually don't get killed a lot of times. And potions help with that, and potions give you extreme value anyway. Currently, we have 5 ways to cause weather, and that's perfectly enough most of the time. The swarm monster decks are kind of easy to shut down because you can disrupt Triss Butterfly with Frost or Rain, if I can find the guy. Or Rain, because you mess with the lowest units all the time. Also, if you're dealing with a big row, you actually have 2 lacerates. I feel like adding in 1 lacerate is a good option because many times your opponents are spamming. Now, maybe the only deck that you might find tricky now and then is the dwarf one, because shutting them down is not the easiest, and it could be a challenge, especially if you don't have backers. If you get backers one of the resilient dwarves, that's basically GG. But that's your main thing. If you're running into a lot of dwarves like that, you might want to add them. You have many options, like Marigold Hailstorm works, D-Bomb works, Igni works, Succubus works. Just whatever you feel like you need to fit in, you can do it. But I personally don't run into that many dwarves. Also, compared to the Frostfog version, we are running Caretaker instead of Inbred. And that's mainly for the versatility. I do feel like Inbred is a great option, and you can also consider Igni, as I said, if you want to run Igni just to improve the matchup against the dwarfs. That is a good idea. And or Succubus, but Succubus is a bit of a gamble. I wouldn't really consider it in the current meta. But you can get away with Igni if you want to. But I mainly have Caretaker in for the versatility. Of course, like for example, Old Spear Tip could also help with rows, but we already have like 2 lacerates here. So, and these actually don't have target limits. So if you're like dealing with like 10 spiders in 1 row, you can just lacerate them for like 30, and that's crazy. And Old Spear Tip is capped how much damage it can do. Lacerate is not capped, and that's why I clearly prefer it. So Old Spear Tip is not something that I use. Caretaker does have the versatility, but sometimes doesn't really find target, but still pretty versatile. And of course the Harpies give us good targets for the Thunderbolt potions. We still can use the backers because we have a lot of tokens, and the deck is just very reliable, provides a lot of value, because we are just hitting the enemy like for 2 all the time, and you can basically win against any deck with that. And even if you feel like the meta is shifting in a certain way, you can just make the tech choices happen. I feel like this deck is basically like the nuts. There's nothing that my opponents can do like, oh, like he's gonna play that deck and I'm completely out of the game. There's nothing like that. And currently, maybe you need to like make some tech choices happen if that's really a thing, but probably not. And of course we can get card advantage with the spy. And also we have decent enough deck tuning as well, just to make it more consistent. So anyway, that's it guys, and let's check out some games. That is something that needs to get dumped. Same thing with Lacerate. Doesn't help me against this deck. Did someone use... What? Did someone use Deco in this meta? Okay, so I guess we're gonna play some Foglets. Actually, still need to get out the Foglets.
Best give up now.
Get out, man. It's not for you.
As you wish, my lady.
Do I care about this? Maybe I'll play some Harpies. Over here. Maybe we'll force out his last better. Okay, let's just clear sky. Woodland Spirit, Caretaker. We can get out the R2s and get out our Frost with it. Not... Actually, Backers would be great here. If I could Backers, that would be epic. Okay. It's not gonna be too useful later. So how do I take it? I need to play an 8 here. I also need to play my least valuable card. So what if I lacerate? If I lacerate, it's gonna take I'm gonna do like this 7 plus 3 plus he's taking 2 plus he's buffing by 1. This is like a 12, right? So that's not enough. I'll just go with the Fire Mantle. Am I messing up? Like 7, 7, 3, 2. Oh, that doesn't sound like it's enough. Let's just go Fire Mantle. Actually, no, that's it. We're going with that one. So at this point, we just gotta make sure to not play anything. 7 damage, then make the knight stronger. Exactly. Now, we can't play anything. We gotta open pass right now. As his Baron is gonna get stronger. I guess this deck changed a little bit. It's kind of like that the meta is pushing me toward to be more passive. Being aggressive works really well early on. Sarah.
Yield and save me some time.
Yeah, I guess that's the worst one. Virta Brake, Arethusa, Redinian Knight. Lacerate is not that great here. That's a lucky draw. So if we can get out some Celiano Harpies. I know about that one. Maybe he has more better. He's casting it from hand. Damage units by 2, 2, 1. Okay. So he probably doesn't have the Arethusa, or he doesn't want to play it. What kind of win condition does he have?
There is no escape.
Sure.
Doubt I'll ever pay off these school loans.
We can actually play the Redinian Knight, and you would still get some value in the Frost. We can play it when this drops to 1. That's the best we can play. Yeah, maybe not right now. Play the fog. Commander's Horn, Backer's Twisted Mirror. I don't know. Let's go like that. Should have played the fog earlier. Fine. Let's use 1 potion. Oh boy, Radovid loves that. Finally, something to do.
Do not test my patience.
Backers. I guess the Knight Resurrect needs to wait. I'm just about to lose 10. If I buff up, I only lose 9. Play a Rain. Play a Commander's Horn for everybody. It's not a great idea. I guess this is the best I can do. Sure. What else you got? Yeah. GG. That's the goal. That's the goal. That's the tweak I made. So my plan is not to crush these guys, but to be okay against them. Anyway, GG. Okay, so we got a Foltest over here. He is running only 26 cards, but he definitely has the riders. Okay. Starting sucks, but we need to play the fog. So, where should I play it? What role he wants to play on? I don't think it really matters, does it? Did you send in the screenplay for Spear Tip vs Trollo? You'll get rich. Yeah, of course, but they are still considering it. They wanna like, apparently they wanna like, you know, just like, how should I say it? How it goes? Like, they wanna lead up to it with the Witcher 3. Not the Witcher 3, I mean just the TV series. So it's gonna be first the TV series for like 5 seasons, now like 2 movies. Then we're gonna see like the Spirited vs Trollolo. Apparently, not many would care about Spirited vs Trollolo big budget movie first. So you gotta like, you know, just like introduce the franchise. Do you play Darkest Dungeon? I played Darkest Dungeon, but it wasn't really followed, so I thought like maybe that series is like, well, I just like talking about on stream. Maybe we can do that. Maybe we're just gonna do it on stream. Like at the end of the stream. And yeah, it should be fine. If I could kill the guy, that would be great. He's hiding in the fog now. What a bastard. Seriously? I wouldn't mind just... yeah, that's actually a grave hag. Hag would be okay. But I need to buff up. I need to buff. Hey, Rain! As crazy as it might sound, we might even play... I'm even considering maybe adding a Resurrect. Nah, it wouldn't really wouldn't work, right? Like, it could work. This cast is just crazy good. Retired? Do you hear voices? Hmm? No.
You one of us or not?
I'll still use it from time to time. For special occasions. Not even close there. Disappointing. What are you talking about? Fine. Well, just feed me good lines. Shit. What can I do? So Lacerate is kind of good. Attacked against monsters, every deck is. Yeah, I know, but So we can... Okay, fine. Let's just buff first. Then we might lacerate later. We can just set up a crazy row and lacerate every single one of them. What's in the all caps? I should use my demon voice for that. Are you human with 2 legs and hands like to breathe and need to eat to survive? Evil laughter, I guess. That should be cute at the end. Something like that. Benisol, you're kinda crazy. But fine.
The quill is mightier than the sword.
Oh, for fuck's sake, the win condition. So he's probably preparing some Witcher action for the finisher. Let's just go with the Hound. Nah, that's kind of weak. Hound is a bit weak. Let's do it anyway. You mic and headset? That seems to be. Or poor. My observation is. So yeah, I need to get some practice with that Yoda voice. Damn it. New mic and headset? No, this is the old mic and old headset. Yoda, I expected better of you, Rain. I guess we need to climb up, because all of you think that I'm scrubbed now. So, damn it. Okay, so maybe he's losing a lot of points. And lacerate was actually good value now. It was actually better than the potion. Yeah, one of your eyes was just backed up by an angry crowd, so you're not seeing bright. Come on, tell us the story, Rain. Don't worry, Adam, we don't think you're a scrub. Oh, shit.
Nice mess you've got here. Nice mess you've got here.
Can reverse scout into another harpy. Do I want to do that? So I can get at 9. I don't know, this is 10, plus he's taking 2. It's kind of like fine. Caretaker's really struggling to provide enough value. All Spirit Tip here would be the best. Imbrade here would be kind of lame.
You one of us or not?
Okay. I was minding my own business, sleeping in the park in a nice bush, and I was attacked by crows as the crumbs of my sandwich lay upon my shirt. Yeah, I hear horror stories like that all the time. Like, it was the middle of the day, right? Like, you thought like nothing could touch you.
Elves must die!
Oh crap. So I can do a Swapperoni.
There is no escape.
Something like that. Maybe the engineer guy actually dies. That would be the day. I just finished my nightly murder spree and thought I'd have a bite and eat a nap. Bite to eat and a nap. What were you murdering in the night? You said me you're Batman. Upholder of justice and whatnot. You can't just call it serving out justice. You can't just call it a murder spree. You were murdering cows? That explains it. Why were you murdering cows? Because murdering in the day gets you caught? All if you don't pay off the police. Where do you live? Terpster? A switch up between being a superhero and a bird murderer? UK? He protects but also attacks? Not enough money. That explains it. Well, I don't know. I just pass. I'm feeling good about this. I'm caught up. Make Succubus great again. Succubus is always great. Does Leto need a nerf? I would say Leto needs a buff. I would like to see Leto do the entire combo by himself.
Thank my little.
Not with D-bomb. I haven't seen Leto in 2 weeks. He might need a rework to become more interesting. I would like Leto to do the whole thing by himself. Something like banish the adjacent units, just the adjacent ones. Then in 1 turn, drop down to 1 strength. If friendly, then never drop down to 1 strength. Anyway, GG.